Mark Megan's Weekly Roast, a GoLoud original. With thanks to butternutbox.com, delivering tailored meals straight to your door. Because fresh food means happy dogs.
Welcome back to the Weekly Roast. How's it going, guys? How the hell are you? How are your hearts? And of course, how are your heads? Guys, what's going on? Today is a very special episode of the day because our beloved Mystery Mick is off joyous and gay after, well, not gay in that sense, but after being married. And today, I am joined by a replacement. Drum roll, please. Mrs. Aoife Plunkett. Is it Mrs.? Miss Aoife Plunkett?
Ms.
What's the difference between Ms.,
Mrs.?
Miss and Mrs.?
I think it's Mrs. if you are married.
Yes.
Is it?
But you have to choose for it to be Mrs., right? It's not Mrs. Darren Garrahy.
No, I think it is because even if she didn't change her name.
But I think it's Ms. Darren Garrahy. I think you have to choose to be Mrs.
Yeah, I always just choose Ms. because I'm like, it's the middle ground.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Nevertheless, Aoife Plunkett is here, famous for developing Brezi's podcast originally.
Yes.
Who, of course, is famous for inventing anxiety. And then she moved over to GoLoud. And today she is standing as our guest producer. She is an absolute legend. And I'm delighted to have her here because essentially for the next hour, Aoife, I have to make you laugh.
Yeah, and I haven't quite got the jolly laugh that Mystery Mick does. That's all I'll say. But look.
But you do have
I'll
a
be
good
here.
laugh and you have an appreciation of good humour. So I think we should be okay. Before we get into the podcast, can I ask your advice on something?
Go on.
Well, actually, no. Do you know what? First, I want to say to the listeners, thank you very much. I owe a thank you to the listeners because we've had to have some serious conversations over the last couple of weeks surrounding the circle of trust that is the Weekly Roast and the relationship that I have with the listeners, right? I've been doing some paid ads recently, okay? And basically, I had to have a conversation with the listeners wherein they needed to get their fingers out of their derrieres and engage with the ad content because then the more ad content that I get paid to do, the more free stuff I can give to the listeners.
Yes.
And have like free listening parties and all of those things. So we had to have some very serious words. They came through.
Great.
They came through in a way that I can never even describe. I did a ad for Pampers last week and they absolutely showed up. So credit where credit's due. I want to say thank you to all of the listeners. I also will have some information around the listening party very, very soon. Long story short, it's looking like the last week of July. I'm away until the 25th and I'm hoping to do it that week, either on the Wednesday or the Thursday night. Just stay tuned. If you want to go, let me know on Instagram. I'm going to try and make a short list. Again, basically the way that this short list will be devised is any paid ad that I do, in order to be even remotely considered, one must have absolutely have left a comment and or liked one of those posts. So there you go. Now, before we get into the show today, I need to ask your opinion and the listener's opinion. Was I the loon in this scenario or was I not?
Okay.
And if anybody was in Dublin Airport last week and witnessed what happened, I'm sorry, because I wasn't at my best. Okay, let me just go from the start. I have arthritis, amongst a myriad of other sort of ailments, physical, mental and spiritual and existential, right? I do have arthritis. So I was flying over to Faro was it last Thursday for Michael's wedding. I paid for the seat on the top of the plane.
Bit of leg room.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm 6'2" as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know people find that hard to believe, but I just have the smallest stick energy in Ireland. But I am 6'2", okay? And I've got arthritis. So I paid for the seat at 1C. 2 days before the plane leaves, I got an email from Aer Lingus saying, because there was protests in Portugal in the airport the day before. So anyway, Wednesday's flights were affected. So as a result, there was more people travelling on Thursday. So they said, we're going to have to take a bigger plane, right, than the one expected. We're going to have to take like a transatlantic plane.
Yes, okay.
As a result, Mark, your seat has been changed to a superior seat in business class.
Oh.
Because this new plane is going to have a business class.
Oh, lovely.
Very nice. Obviously, nobody likes to be inconvenienced. Nobody likes their plans to be changed without expecting. But,
That's a good win.
It's a good win. I go to the airport on Thursday. Arthritis, 6'2", parents divorced, alcoholic. Do you know what I mean? Let's just remember these things, okay? Arrive into the airport. Go on.
Do you have that listed on your passport?
Yeah, literally. Mark, nationality, Irish.
And arthritis.
Condition.
And trauma.
Perpetual victim complex. Privileged gimp. Delusional. Anyway. I arrived at the airport and I go to check in at the kiosk at Aer Lingus. And then it goes, seat selection. And I was like, not going to go near that. I'm not going to check in because there's a new plane and they haven't updated the thing. So I go up to the girl at the bag drop and she is looking into the distance like a sedated Labrador who's just had dental surgery. When you just know, when you ask somebody for help and within 4 seconds of asking, you're like, damn, can I just take this back and I'll just walk away and ask somebody else, because you just know that the person doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I just go, basically, I'm in seat K, 6K. I don't want to use the little kiosk because I'm afraid that if I check in, it's going to mess around with the seat that I've been given. Is that okay? And she goes, let me just take your passport there for a second. And I go, okay. And she goes, so what's the problem? I go, I don't want to check in because it's saying that if I check in using the kiosk, it's going to ask me to select a seat, but the plane hasn't updated on that, so it's just giving me the, you know what I mean, blah, blah, blah. She goes, okay. And then just takes my passport, and she goes, I can see the look on her face, right? She goes, oh, and I go, what? And she goes, I've got you in 32C. Oh. I go, sorry? I go, no, what do you mean? She goes, well, you see, in order to bring up the seat map there, I had to check you in. And I go, why would you do that? That is exactly what I said not to do.
This is what I was trying to avoid.
This is the one thing that we said not to do, is to not check me in. And she goes, yeah, you're in 32C. I go, no, I'm not in 32C. So the blood pressure, 6'2", arthritis, chronic anxiety, alcohol. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just go, can you please, she was like, yeah, you're in 32. And I was like, no, sorry, can you please get some, could I speak to your manager, please? And I'm sorry, I was like, could I speak to somebody superior? I didn't say superior, that's mental, but I was like, can I speak?
Draw the line.
Speak to somebody better than, but I was like, can I speak to a manager, please? She disappears off. I was like, going to follow her. She goes, no, you stay there. I was like, okay. Then 2 minutes later, somebody else came up and was like, are you all right? I was like, no, this has just happened. She goes, okay, I'll go. She goes off to find the manager. 2 of them are gone for about 10 minutes. And eventually the second person comes back and goes, oh, that original person is over talking. She should have an update for you soon. Fine. I walk down to the end after around 10 minutes because nobody's coming near me and she's at the desk. And I woke up, I was like, sorry. And the woman just looks up at me and she just goes, I'm doing something here. And I was like, I think you might be just to do with my case. She's like, sorry, I said I'm doing something here. I'll explain to you what's happening now in a second. Just straight away on the complete defence. She then goes, so what's happening here is you booked yourself into seat number 6. And I go, no, that's actually... And she goes, oh no, sorry, I'm explaining to you what's happening here so you can either listen or not. And I was like, right, my heart is genuinely palpitating at this point.
Oh no.
And I can feel the rage. And she's like, so you booked yourself into flight 6, okay, or seat 6, and now the plane has changed due to operation. That's got nothing to do with us. And I go, sorry, that's actually not what happened, okay? And I said, your colleague had just shown me the seat plan. She goes, well, there's your first mistake, because you can't even see seat plans on those devices. I go, well, you can, because every time I opened my mouth, she'd speak over me.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it was the most enraging thing of all time. And then I was like, Aer Lingus emailed me, and she goes, excuse me, you were not offered an upgrade. We don't just email people offering free upgrades. And I was like, I cannot explain this to you because you're not letting me speak. This is not... Anyway, this went on for around 25 fucking minutes. So I was like, I cannot believe this. I paid for seat number 1C. And she was like, do you think you deserve to be in business class for €17? I was like, I actually cannot deal with this. I was like, I can't believe that you're speaking to me like this. This is absolutely outrageous. Long story short, it went on and on and on. I was like, she just wouldn't listen to me. And I ended up in 28D.
Oh, no.
And then she was like, you can go on and get your refund for your €17.
Oh, my God, no. Now, I could feel my blood pressure raising.
I'm angry again.
Because aside from all of that That 2 hours in the airport before your flight is stressful enough. I'm in a panic. I'm thinking about how I'm getting through security,
arthritis, parents divorced,
the time, and you're standing there for 25 minutes and losing your 25 minutes to walk the 100 miles to your gate. No, I
swear to God, it's the first time in my recovery where I was actually shaking with rage. I have never experienced, and the fact that like from the get-go, this person, the senior person, was on the attack. Like at no point did she acknowledge. Eventually I took out the email and I was like, there's the fucking email from Aer Lingus. And she was like on the phone to me, goes, yeah, so he does have an email, but that was obviously from the reservations, you see, yeah. And she was like, yeah, that's it. See, reservations has got nothing to do with us. I was like, sorry?
How?
What do you mean? Like she lied to me 3 times. Oh my God, I'm actually getting so angry I can't even discuss it. It's the worst customer service experience I've ever had in my life. What's the point in paying? What's the point in paying for a seat if you've got a fucking disability? I don't know, it's not a disability. What's the point in paying for a seat if you need extra leg room? Do you know what I mean? For a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
If they're going to speak to you like that.
Yeah.
And act like you're the enemy. And then the person denied check. She was like, she never checked you in. I was like, how am I checked in then? Do you want to even get into the GDPR issues there? Do you want to get into the consent? Do you want to get into the fact that she didn't ask me any of the security questions? Do you want to get into any of this? So, I mean, as you can tell, I'm enraged.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about someone's mum's tits? Will we do that? Let's get into family WhatsApp groups. I'm actually so angry. I don't even know why I told that story at the beginning of the show. Oh my God. If you're out there listening, anybody, let me know if you think I'm the loon or if you think I'm not. Nevertheless, I'm back from the wedding. I survived it. We'll talk about Michael's wedding in the near future, okay? We've had enough wedding content. And after being in the airport, by the way, and being surrounded by other people going to weddings and seeing all the Instagram stories, you know, coming in hot. You know those stories people put up when they're going to someone's wedding?
Yeah.
Oh, coming in hot. And it's just Aoife and Kieran. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, I've forgotten your name's Aoife. Do you know what I mean? That was just Quiva and Kieran, a fucking solicitor and a vet, about as hot as a dentist's blowtorch. Do you know what I mean? Coming in hot. Have you seen those stories? Anytime someone goes on holiday, they have a foreign wedding.
Coming for you.
We're
on the way.
We're coming for you, coming in hot. It's just Simon in a Massimo Dutti quarter zip. You know what I mean? Who recently had to be warned to calm down in a corporate tag rugby match for Deloitte. Rachel, it's just... Anyway, we're done with the weddings. We're here. We've discussed my airport disaster. There hasn't been a bigger aviation injustice since Amelia Earhart bought a Bluetooth system on Temu. Now...
I also think you need to give Mick a good ale roasting on his day when he's here as well. I think you should do him the justice of that.
Yeah, I would agree with you, and absolutely. I mean, how many? Let me just check 1 second. It is 1,026 miles, right? Mm-hmm. That's how many miles it is to fly from Dublin to Portugal. Okay? Yeah. Here's another figure for you. 0.38. Do you want to know what that is?
What's that?
The amount of fucking seconds I featured in the wedding video.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it. Joseph Goebbels after falling foul of the Führer. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
I got tagged in it as well.
Yeah.
I think my left elbow's in it for about... I was the celebrant. The flower person featured more in it. One of the 17 members of the content team features in the reflection of the fucking spoons in the video more than I did.
I mean, you were really just there for the content opportunities, right, weren't you?
I think they wanted the heat and the build-up to the wedding, and then on the day it was about the friends of the family. Bullshit. An absolute scandal.
Oh, dear.
Nevertheless, you are very welcome back to the Weekly Roast, and today we are talking about one of the subjects that we love the most is your fucked up, flawed and problematic families. Guys, today we are talking about the roast of family WhatsApp groups. Whenever I set up justgoodstuff.ie, I would have been absolutely lost at sea without Shopify. Starting your own business or product can be completely overwhelming. When I discovered Shopify, it made my life so much easier. With Shopify, it's not just websites like justgoodstuff.ie. They're also the platform behind millions and millions of businesses around the world, from household names to other brands just getting started. Shopify has so many AI tools. They can even enhance your product photography. You can easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling. It's got world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping. It can process returns. It's super, super simple. So basically, turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your €1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.ie. Go to shopify.ie. That's shopify.ie. It's time to see what you can accomplish with Shopify by your side. Okay, Aoife, as always to start the show, I'm just going to run through some very quick ones just to get you, I was about to say get you oiled up, but like...
That's not what I came here for today.
That's not what you came here for, okay? We're both already sufficiently lubricated, in a non-perverted way, and when you're in, there's just two people, why, now you're gulping your water frantically. This is one of those things that they're like, play Exhibit A, play like 3 minutes from podcast recorded on when there's the invariable court case. HR going to win this. Okay, I'm going to read out a couple, and I just want to hear your reaction, right?
Go for it.
This is just to warm us up, guys. It is friends, family, WhatsApp, or family WhatsApp group drama, okay? Friends typo into her family WhatsApp group. Anybody home? On porch have just been licked out.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm assuming the typo is the licked out.
I would hope.
Yeah.
But what? Kicked out? Is that like...
I would say locked out.
Locked out?
Locked out.
Okay, yeah.
As in anybody home on the... Why has she been... She hasn't been kicked out. Oh, I love get no minges out here. You can't have your minges in the crescent. No, it'd say it's locked out.
Locked out.
I just think it all depends on the context though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
If she's been brought home from her first date with Brad and it's 2 weeks before prom and they've been up at Lovers Creek and all of her chances of becoming the valedictorian are about to be dashed because he's been chomping on her snatch on the doors. I'm sorry.
Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ.
This is the first one I have to ease you in. I'm sorry. Oh God, we do have a Willy Willy Bum Bum section in the show. Okay, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I forget that there are people that aren't Mick who just like aren't used to this level of... Anyway, on the porch, I've just been licked out. Grand. So, I mean, it's bananas. But you'd assume people will give her the benefit of the doubt.
You would hope.
If she's back from a first date, fine, questionable. Yeah. But if she's just bringing Meredith home from across the road from a game of bridge, you'd assume people go, right, well, she obviously hasn't been getting oral. Do you know what I mean? Sorry about that. Okay, Dad. Oh, this is horrendous. Again, going to throw you into the deep end. Dad on a golf trip to Thailand.
Oh.
You lost me already.
Danger zone.
Sorry, on a golf trip to Thailand. That's like just complete, and don't get me wrong, I know that there are great golf courses in Thailand, but like you're not travelling from Mount Marion to hit the back nine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It's not a good look to begin with.
I've always thought about this, like people who go to America for like 3 months and they come back with the accent.
Oh yeah.
Or like people who go to London and they come back with like the English accent.
Yeah.
Never seems to happen when they go to Thailand for the summer.
No.
You know what I mean? You never hear them come back from the... Can I? No?
I don't know.
No, I won't do it. You won't do it.
I think it's probably safe.
Yeah.
Probably best not to.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Sent pic of my new bath. Hadn't a stitch on and this is just horrendous. I'm so sorry to be throwing you into this. Sent picture of my new bath. Hadn't a stitch on and could see both flaps in the reflection on the tap.
Oh no.
It's the fact that she specifies both flaps as if like they've got like they're like autonomous. They're sort of autonomous lips. I'm sorry. I can't even look at you when I'm saying this stuff. But you know what I mean? Like, as in, why is she saying both? As if it would be like, I could understand one of them peeking out for a little gander.
Well, like, you would have had to try very hard to line that up with a tap.
Yeah. The flap v tap ratio, like. Like the flap per tap ratio.
Yeah.
The square, what sort of square footage on the flaps are we getting there?
Yeah, that would have been difficult to line up, like.
In terms of disposable income, send picture of my new bath. You've too much money. If you're running out of things to buy, if you're going, we get a new bath.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A new bath.
A new bath with fancy taps.
And that you, by the way, so fancy that you can fit two flaps in, but that you wouldn't even catch your eye.
Oh.
I think that's my worst nightmare.
I need to know if anyone pointed it out in the response.
The flaps, I'd say so. I would say somebody in the family WhatsApp group went, Susan, cheers for the taps, but we can see the flaps. So, like, do you know what I mean? Like, It's...
Oh, God.
Speaking of which, had just given birth and sent in our first family picture. Didn't realise my vag was out in the photo.
Oh.
Just...
And after birth?
Yeah, don't be. No,
That's, yeah.
like... Surely you'd notice. What, like... I've obviously never given birth to a baby, but like, what position would you be in that you wouldn't know?
Yeah.
Where's she holding the phone?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Is it like a selfie of the whole room?
If it's a selfie of the room, how are both flaps?
No.
Okay, one more.
There's a lot of accidental vaginas happening here.
Yeah, well, we'll move away from the vaginas. Let's move away from the vaginas, okay? We'll go into somewhere a little bit different. Brother-in-law put up a lost item on local Facebook. Could see the gallery at the bottom of the screen. Hairy hole pics.
No.
Like, it's the fact that it's a hairy hole. Is he Googling hairy holes? Is that his thing?
What in the human existence makes people want to take pictures of their
body parts.
Their body parts.
Well, there's a guy in my ear, we'll call him Mark X, okay, growing up. No, that's too obvious. We'll call him X Megan, you know, The Simpsons. But he got his first ever camera phone when he was in first year college. Or first year secondary school. And he subsequently sold it to a lad in his class called Shane Evans about a year later. And Shane Evans came into school the next day and was like, but Mark X has sold me a phone that has a picture of a small dick on it. And I mean, he had completely forgotten that the day that he'd gotten the phone when he was 13, he'd obviously within 1 minute of having the phone unwrapped and realising had a camera, cool, take a picture of a cock. I think it's just, I just think it's, I think human beings are, like, it's just a very natural thing. In a way, I do believe it's quite natural to want to photograph your...
Yeah.
You know, the hairy hole picture, he could have been looking for a hemorrhoid. Or so if it was Michael, for instance, you know, he could have been looking for a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
So,
got to send weird things to your doctor sometimes.
In absentia. A trial in absentia for Mihal. Right. We move away from the body? Well, we can't move away. Most of these, by the way, are body parts.
Yeah.
It's that sort of an episode.
Yeah.
The one episode that we have a female guest in, it's just complete failed. Okay, we'll take a break from body parts. You ready? This is a spicy one. My ex-mother-in-law sent me a message meant for someone else, absolutely slating the life out of the outfit choices of my small children. When I replied, instead of apologising, she doubled down and went on to list all the clothes that she had bought them over the years that they could have worn.
Oh, there's a lot to unpack there.
I'll be honest, I'm sort of a fan of the doubling down.
Yeah.
We exist in backtrack culture.
Mm.
Sorry, speaking of fucking backtrack culture. Do you know who are just the biggest frauds?
Who?
Influencers.
Oh.
Irish content creators and influencers are the biggest fucking frauds of all time. And people waiting 10 working days before realising that the global and current cultural tide has shifted against Stephen Bartlett to then come out with their self-important, virtuous, vacuous, empty, meaningless, bullshit, self-congratulatory, empty-headed, moronic reels about Stephen Bartlett are just everything that's wrong with the internet.
Yeah.
You are fucking spineless weasels. You've been supporting this guy for the last decade, posting his reels to your story. Then he comes out with something that's mildly controversial, that isn't even controversial. And by the way, in terms of the things that he said that are offensive, him talking about 3 glasses of wine, blah, 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 is the least offensive. And these utter incomprehensible, like, wankers sit in the wings silently for around 15 days, and then they wait until somebody wildly more famous and successful than themselves has had a public pop and it's done well and it's performed well in the algorithm. So then they go, do you know what? I'm going to do this. And now, hey guys, message to Stephen Bartlett. No, you're okay, actually.
Yeah.
You're okay, because you'll be back peddling spoof from the next grifter. You are the grifters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The grifter culture at the moment, where they're sort of turning on each other, is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the whole pile-on thing is just...
It's just outrageous. It's bullshit. It's also, it is not... how long do you have? Because it is just so it's why I don't buy into any of it, and why anybody that has a fucking course in their bio should be ignored. And anybody who is, you know, building a profile on pseudo wellness, okay? And then showing you and like being true and authentic and stuff. And then the first chance they get, they're throwing this person under the bus who they have, by the way, made careers. Like there's Irish wellness people who are making careers out of putting famous wellness people's work into ChatGPT and then spouting that out. Yeah. And that's a fact. Yeah. And honestly, it sickens me. The statuses, we can fucking see. And again, I've been saying this for day one. Megan has the receipts. The ChatGPT statuses from Irish wellness people is just... Can we just please call it out?
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is if you do that, then you're bullying and there's no point to just let them off. But people sticking... nothing sickens me more than people sticking the knife in when they've waited long enough to know that it's acceptable.
Yeah.
At least have the cojones, as you would say, Aoife. You know, at least have the cojones to stick it in if it's something you believe in. But it's not, because they don't have any integrity. They are literally just mirrors for whatever they feel like will get them and generate clicks, likes and attention.
Yeah.
So...
delete your apps.
6'2", arthritis, parents divorce, chronically underloved. Nevertheless.
Influencers.
So the mother-in-law telling the kid, like, I mean, I suppose it does depend what sorts of clothes she was buying. Like, if they were baby thongs.
Okay, yeah. I suppose I was just thinking to myself, how are you dissing the fashion choices of 2-year-olds? Like,
yeah,
that feels a bit funny to me, but yeah.
And if it's the choices of the 2-year-old, you can't be, baby thongs is just, I never thought I was... Thank God I'm doing the edit, because if somebody else was, that wouldn't be me. When I said that, I could see your face just temporarily go white. Like looking at the exit going, how much longer do we have? No, but in terms of parents, kids, do you know what I'll be honest. I have a daughter. Mm-hmm. I like buying Rosie sort of fun stuff. That is like, let's be completely clear here. That does have an element of my personality in it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is her, and it's like she's still dressing like a little baby girl. Like, I think there's a weird niche of like parents forcing their kids to dress in a certain like aesthetic that is on brand with the parents' aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
Yeah, and like I hate when you walk into shops and see like leather jackets for 3-month-olds.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going,
get the bike first. Do you know what I mean? Get the Harley. Dangle them on a moped by their toe.
But also like babies, kids, they get messy, they spill things, they have nappy explosions, all of that. You're probably just throwing them in whatever is nearest to reach when that stuff happens. That
completely agree.
Yeah.
I think
it's a bit harsh.
I like babies should be they shouldn't have to think about the way that they look. Do you know what I mean? As long as you can preserve that, amazing. As long as kids can like remain unscathed from awareness in terms of the way that the watchful eye of the world works, I think the better. But I also think there should be just like light, like kids' clothes. When I say light, I'm not just talking about colours, but like it shouldn't take itself too seriously. And I do see some parents at the moment who are like, and I get like, look, I'm nobody to judge. I get so many things wrong as a parent, and this is just tongue in cheek more than anything. But I guess like they're trying to build like an aesthetic of their kids, and I'm like, just fucking let them run around in odd coloured socks and have like oven glove as shoes if they want to. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not a family chat, but just have to share. Years ago, a group WhatsApp was set up for all new joiners in my company. A few weeks in, one of the guys hosted a party at his and invited the group. Another guy went in and saw the host's bathroom that above the toilet on the shelf, he had a photo of the Virgin Mary and sent in a picture making fun of that to the group chat. Unfortunately for him, he didn't realise that at the bottom of the photo you could see his own dick. And it was before it was possible to delete photos from groups, so the office never looked at them the same way again. That's what you get.
I was going to say, does he deserve that?
Definitely deserves that.
I think so.
Also,
don't be the bully.
Would he be doing that if it was a picture of Allah?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, though? I feel like people are just able to take the piss out of Christian culture in whatever way they wish. Would they? I don't think he would do that if it was a Jewish or a Hindu or a Sikh. If that was a massive Buddha, do you know what I mean? Not to body shame the Buddha, but if that was a massive Buddha, would he be taking the piss going, oi? Do you know what I mean? Doing his impression. Like
it's like the Catholic shame has flipped on its head.
Yeah.
We like to now shame Catholics rather than having Catholic shame.
I agree with you. Very well put. I also think that you can have feelings around an institution and the activities of an institution without, but you could still be able to separate that from other people who are adjacent and just derive value from a certain belief system.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just think like caring how other people derive value, be it spiritual, religious, like traditional, like conventional theology or whatever. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Let people live.
It's like when somebody, like we're having a christening for Rosie, and somebody is like, let me know, oh, you know, if I'm going, I won't be doing X, Y, or Z. And I'm going, cool. Why does it matter to you?
Yeah.
If you don't believe in any of it, why would it? Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm invited to a traditional Muslim wedding or anything, a service in a mosque, I'm not going to go in chomping on a bacon sarnie just to show people I don't adhere.
Stick it to the man. Do
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just go, cool. What do you want me to take off my shoes? No problem.
I find the christening thing so interesting because people would never stop and question a church wedding.
Yes.
People will very happily go along to the church wedding, but suddenly you're having a christening and they're going, whoa.
Yeah. There's a lot of people get a lot of grief around having christenings.
Yeah. I feel like I'm coming across really Catholic in the last few minutes. I'm like, sticking.
Listen, Aoife, we've got. You are like very, very Christian. So once Aoife, I would ask her to remove her abbot, but actually then be able to see both flaps in the middle. I'm sorry, just
There's no taps in this room.
There's no taps, thank fucking God. Okay, my now ex sent a photo of our 3-week-old. This is just bananas, by the way. Our now ex sent a photo of our 3-week-old sitting on my tummy into his family chat. His sister replied, such a cutie. My now ex sent a photo of our 3-week-old sitting on my tummy, into his family chat. His sister responded with, such a cutie sitting on daddy's big, huge, fat belly. Then followed the rest of the family with jokes about my ex's flabby, fat belly and other comments to that effect. The ex finally responded with, that's her tummy, not mine. And we didn't see or hear from any of them for weeks.
Oh.
What an unbelievably toxic family.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of whose stomach it was, why is that the... Firstly,
why is that the punchline?
Stop it. When somebody sends a picture in of a lovely little baby to the group, let the baby be the focus. Yeah. Like, the amount of pictures I have of me and Rosie that I just look like the back of a bus has just been rammed into my face and all the rest. But you don't care. It's not about you. It's a picture of the gorgeous child. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all you're thinking about. So, like, that is demented.
Yeah. The fact that it took him so long to respond, that they were allowed to have a whole thread.
100% actually.
As well, I don't like that. Maybe that's why he's an ex now.
I agree. I had that from somebody I knew a while ago. They were like, oh, your name came up in the office. And I was like, all right. And they're like, so I didn't say anything just to see what people would say. And then I let them know that you're one of my good friends. So I was like, oh, that's weird. That's not a normal thing to do.
No, that's not.
Do you know what I mean?
No, they should be your ex as well.
Surely you should just be like, oh yeah, name comes, one of my good friends. The waiting to see what people, that's just weird.
No, I don't like that.
People's brains that function like that are just deranging. Oh. Right, you ready for this?
Let's go.
Keep it nice and sweet now. My husband sent a message to his family WhatsApp group saying, Nana's not doing well at all. She can't wank anymore. Good stuff. I would have thought, like, once the hip goes, if anything, you double down. Surely her daily, her number, she'd be doing good numbers, like.
Oh.
Because, like,
poor Nana.
If she's bedbound, I'd say her fingers... Her fingers will be worn down to the nub. Like, you know when you get to the bottom of the bellow? That'll be Nana's miss. Oh. You know what I mean? Just this little... No. Did you think that this would be the content of the show? I'm sorry. That's Nana's wanking claw. Just sign the will, please. There's a house in Dean's Grange we'd like to move into. Thank you, Gran. Guys, you're very welcome back to the Weekly Roast. This is a very special episode, as you know, because Michael isn't here and we've got Aoife Plunkett stepping in with big shoes to fill. If you're enjoying the show, you know what to do. Click like or click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Do me a favour and leave a comment under this episode. That's all part of the whole thing that we have to do. So, thank you so much for listening, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And as I said, I will have some updates for you very soon regarding that little secret listener party. And as I said again, thank you for the loyalty when it comes to the ads. This is the game. This is how it all works. And you are proving to the wider world just how unbelievably strong the Weekly Roast community is. So thank you so much. Now, Aoife, I have saved these three because I think, like, remarkably, you are here on a week wherein these are potentially the greatest submissions that we've ever had to the podcast.
I feel very honoured.
You should be honoured. So we're going to need that big, what we call it, big tap energy.
Yeah.
Both flap energy for these three, because good God, these are going to blow your mind, okay?
Oh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, I think we know the winner, but I'll let you be the judge, all right?
I actually clicked off your stories last night because I was like, I don't want any of these
you don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
These three are probably my favourite three that we've ever received. I will let you decide which one is the best, okay? First and foremost, way back when and before WhatsApp was a thing and credit phones and Nokias were a thing. Remember those good old days? What was your first phone?
It was a teeny tiny little Nokia, only about that size.
8210?
I think so. It was like grey and navy.
Yeah, they were the smallest age. I think they were the 8210s.
Yeah, teeny tiny.
Yeah. Way back when and before WhatsApp was a thing and credit phones and Nokias were a thing. Remember when Vodafone used to give you 200 free texts per month if you sent them from a PC, web text?
Yes.
Remember those?
Yeah.
You had your 5 favourites. My boyfriend being number 1, my dad being number 2, along with 3 of my best pals. So anywho, I ran out of credit one day, so off to the home office I went. A frisky teen thinking about all of last night's shenanigans with my very horny boyfriend.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I went on to talk about all the filth that went on the night before and how much I enjoyed and how I couldn't wait to do it all again, along with everything else I was going to do to him when I saw him again.
Oh, no.
Hit send to realise, oh fuck, it didn't just go to him, it actually went all 5 favourites, including my father. Instant panic set in, as you can imagine, at 16. Father rings immediately to say, I've just gotten an awful weird message off your phone. That is absolutely atrocious.
That's horrific. It's the describing what had already been done.
Oh my God.
Because at least you could be like, I was just saying.
Yeah, saying that I actually did these things to your willy.
Yeah.
Or balls or wherever they were. We don't need to get into the minutiae. But like...
And Dad is probably going, she told me she was in Laura's last night.
She said she was going for a walk with the girls. Oh my God. She came back and her fingers were worn down like little DeBellos. It's just absolutely disgraceful. That is... Oh my God. Okay.
Oh.
Right. You ready for this one? I think this is probably my favourite. I know the last one's going to be the people's favourite, but this is probably my favourite one that we've ever received. This was a good few years ago now, but we have a family WhatsApp group and a brothers WhatsApp group, both with similar names. Brother writes into the family WhatsApp group by accident, just a heads up, Mum and Dad were proper arguing for the last hour and it wasn't good, but then I heard them shagging after, so should be okay now. Just as we're about to delete it, my dad replies, we weren't having sex, Mum was too tired. To which my brother replies, yeah, too tired from shouting. Can the two of you shut the fuck up? My older brother then replies saying, this is very, very grim, and leaves the group.
Yeah. That's a group I would leave.
That is the worst thing that I've ever, like... Oh my God, why is the dad coming back in mentioning the fact that the mum is too tired to have sex to his sons?
He's like, I tried.
This is absolutely barbaric. You wouldn't get that in Waco. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
That is horrendous, like. Brother writes in, just a heads up, Mum and Dad were proper alright. Like, that is sad, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't good, but I heard them shagging after, so she'll be okay. That's the litmus test. That's the litmus test for the Waltons. Are we all good? Yeah, I heard a rattling coming from upstairs, so we must be okay. We weren't having sex. Mum was too tired.
The fact he was casually dropping it into the brothers group, I'm like, have you had this conversation before? Is this a reoccurring?
I feel like it's refreshing to hear if the sons were talking about their parents arguing. Because, I mean, That's not really generally speaking, well, certainly in my experience, like siblings don't talk about their parents arguing. It's just this like unspoken thing that happens.
They've gone too far over the line though.
They're mentioning the intercourse.
Yeah.
And then the dad just like, yeah, cool. Oh no, it's going to spell out for you, lads.
I wonder what they were doing though. What was he hearing?
It was probably the nana up in the spare room. Ever since the hip went, just going at herself with the Colgate Max 5000 worn down, the bristles worn down to a millimetre. Okay, last but not least, probably the most enjoyed contribution we have ever had to the podcast in the 2 years of recording it. In our family WhatsApp group, and there's a part 2 to this that wasn't on Instagram. In our family WhatsApp group, my mum sent a picture of her boobs and said, "Happy Saturday," obviously meant to be to my stepdad.
Oh.
To make it worse, most of us were home at the time watching TV.
No.
My brother, who was quite close in age to my stepdad, don't ask, left the WhatsApp group immediately. He was the only one not home. My mum screamed from her ensuite, possibly after realising what she had done, and of course getting the ex has just left a family WhatsApp group notification and ran downstairs begging for help. It was before the delete for everyone feature existed on WhatsApp, so unfortunately, as a family in the sitting room, we all had to manually delete our mum's boobs while she sat quivering in a dressing gown. We still say happy Saturday to her every now and then to remind her that it's never going to be forgotten.
It's the fact they were all in the house.
It's the fact that she's taking pictures of her tits. I think it's an unbelievable sign of their marriage. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Happy Saturday, here's my tits.
Yeah.
When the stepdad's just downstairs watching TV. Unbelievable. She's upstairs in the jacks.
I'm sorry, if he was in the house and left the WhatsApp, but was still sitting in the house.
Oh my... No, the son left the WhatsApp group.
Oh, the son.
It was the son, not the stepdad. The stepdad's obviously...
He's having a great time.
He's a fan of the tits. It's the... is he in the WhatsApp group? That's for their own family to sort out. That's their own family dynamics.
Oh my God.
Because, you know... but
it's the scream from the ensuite. That's
the scream of realisation. And by the way, this person then came back to me and she said that there was another situation where her mum went to get a spray tan. Like a few months later, and she had gone with her mum because there was a family wedding or something coming up, and she goes, her mum went in first. Within 30 seconds of the mum being in the room, she starts hearing screaming, going, "Help, help!" So she runs in thinking her mum would like burnt herself or fallen over or something, and lo and behold, she's standing there just like, "Help, help, help." She just put a picture of her tits as her Snapchat profile picture. Get this woman's phone out of her hands. Stop. Why is she taking pictures of her breasts left, right? I sort of feel like we need to see these boobs at this point.
But back to my earlier point, the human fascination with taking pictures of your bits, at least know where you're putting them.
But this woman's obviously got some showstopper pair of kegs that she's just left right and centre. Every single environment that she goes into, take a picture of the milkers. Like, it's completely deranged. Also, to post it as your profile picture on Snapchat.
Oh. That's yeah.
It's scandalous. It's absolutely scandalous. Again, we need to see a picture. We don't, but like.
So, speaking of mums and silly internet things,
right? My
mother has been known to do very silly things, more so on Facebook than WhatsApp. I know this is a WhatsApp episode, but most famously, my auntie owned a cafe bar.
Right.
Over in Australia.
Okay.
And she's an incredible baker, and she used to make all of the treats and she would post them on the page. And one of her most well-known dishes was a Malteser's cheesecake.
Okay.
My mum one day saw the picture on my auntie's business page and commented, "Oh my God, you know molesters are my favourite."
Oh, for the love of God. Just the molesters. It's the fact that comes up for her on her predicted text before Maltesers.
And I wasn't with her or near her at the time.
Just
and
molesters.
I remember waking up and seeing the comment on Facebook and thinking to myself, oh no, because she also doesn't know how to delete things off of
So it's just sitting there. And were people replying
just
back to her or
sitting there.
anything?
Yeah, everyone was like, oh my God, did you mean to comment this, Barbara? Did you mean this, Barbara?
Oh my God. The mums on Facebook are just truly my favourite. Here's one for you. When my mother was in her 50s, she received an unexpected photograph from a male friend she had known for years. He was pushing 70 at the time. There was no accompanying message, no context, just the photograph. My mother had absolutely no idea what she was looking at. As she happened to be having lunch with a rather sophisticated friend, she handed over her phone and asked, "Look what so-and-so just sent me. Is it a vase?" Her friend took one glance and informed her that it was not in fact a vase, it was a penis. My mother was mortified, she was disgusted and thought it was a seedy attempt at him trying it on with her. She never replied, never mentioned it to him, and simply carried on as though the whole thing had never happened. Very Irish of her. I can't look at the man in the eye ever since, and what's worse, the following year he gave her a vase for Christmas. All in all, who was more embarrassed by the incident? The man who sent an unsolicited photograph of his penis, or my mom? Definitely the mom. This guy's a pervert. Sorry. She thought it was a seedy attempt at trying it on with her. Well, it was.
Yeah.
Generally. What, like...
Surprise.
It wasn't for medical reasons. The unsolicited nature is completely insane.
Yeah.
So she was in her 50s and he was 70.
Ooh.
There's no age limit, apparently.
No.
Good God. Apparently it's a thing where people go on darts and then if they have your, or like the train, if they have your airdrop open and guys just send dick.
No.
Yeah, yeah. And what we do, I mean, what they... No, I'm joking. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the Weekly Roast. Bit of a slapdash episode today in lieu of Michael's absence. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to Ibiza tomorrow. Today actually, as some of you will know. I'm thinking of recording an episode live from the madness of Ibiza. Let me know what you think. If you would like me to do that, drop a comment below. If you enjoy the show, as always, click follow wherever you get your podcasts. And again, mind yourselves. I hope you have a great week and I look forward to business as usual returning next week. Stay in touch and stay tuned for all of the updates on our listeners' party. Mind yourself, my friends. Take care. All the best. Bye.
Mark Megan's Weekly Roast, a GoLoud original. With thanks to butternutbox.com, delivering tailored meals straight to your door. Because fresh food means happy dogs.